into your love reading for this time frame, and of course any other time that you're guided to watch, as the intention of my messages is always to be timeless. This reading is for all Virgo placements, but if for some reason this reading doesn't resonate with you, please don't forget to check out your other placements. And also keep in mind that this is a general reading, so not everything will resonate, so please only take what does and leave what doesn't. And if you would ever like to get a reading with me, all of my information is in the description box below. You can book a reading straight through my Etsy shop, or if you'd like a one-on-one face-to-face reading, you can do that via my email. And if you'd like to leave a tip at any point in time during this reading, you could do that with the thanks button. And if you'd like to support my channel without spending any money, you could just do that with a thumbs up, subscribing, and sharing, which I appreciate immensely. So without further ado, let's get started on your reading. Virgo, today we're going to tap into the person that you are connected with romantically. I'm going to put their energy on the right and I'm going to put your energy on the right and theirs on the left. So flip the roles if you feel that you need to. If you're resonating with both sides, that is a possible indication that you may be mirroring with each other. So I strongly advise you to use your intuition if that's the case. So we're going to tap into the feelings towards you. A little bit of the tarot is going to get us a deeper insight in this connection, and we'll also find out what are the lessons you and this person are teaching each other, and we'll end it with messages towards one another. So let's start with the feelings. So let's start with the energy of this connection. We have wish fulfillment, which is a beautiful energy to start off with. This is like the Nine of Cups in the tarot. It could have been someone's birthday recently, whether that's theirs or yours, depending if you're watching for your sun sign or your moon sign. Virgo season is next too after Leo, so almost there. Okay. We'll start with the person on the left. We have Water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. New love, excitement, someone new is coming in. Ooh, love that. Conflict, confused on how to move forward, arguments, disagreements. Your energy is unexpected, surprise, shocking news. Attraction, wanting more, insatiable thoughts. And then we have, okay, hold on. Let me just put these back. I just want one card. There we go. Introverted, holding back, not saying much, closed off. Okay. And bottom of the deck is affection, touchy, forehead kisses, open door. Okay, so I do feel that a lot of you may have recently met someone, and this is who you're inquiring about, or you will be meeting someone new very shortly with that new love here. I do feel like this is going to come out of nowhere. With wish fulfillment, it does feel that when you meet this person or where you start to engage in conversation with them and connection, a lot of your check boxes will be checked about what you're looking for in a person. It does feel like a dream come true. Definitely gives me the energy of perhaps it feels too good to be true. There could be a little bit of insecurities that come forward with that, meaning like maybe you don't feel like you deserve this person, or that's how they feel about you. You know, it's like getting your manifestation and then it's here and you're like, oh shit, do I really deserve this? That's the energy that I kind of feel with that. But it does feel good. It does feel like I have butterflies in my stomach. I feel giddy. I feel excited. But at the same time, there's also this fear of like, what if this goes wrong, right? And that's just our mind playing tricks on us. So it's very exciting, but it also feels like, will the passion die? Will the candle, I'm being drawn to the little candles here. So like, will the, oh my God, what is that saying? Will the fire burn out? That's what it feels like. So it starts very intense, very exciting, but there's a fear that it'll die just as quickly as it started. Okay, so with water over here at this person's energy, I do feel like they could be a water sign, but what I'm also feeling is this person is open emotionally. They're ready for this. They're excited about this. It could be that they're the one who's going to court you, but take it as it resonates. Roses could be someone's favorite flower. So it does feel like if you go on a first date with this person, it's going to be a very romantic date, very much a candlelit dinner, like very old-fashioned. So this person could be traditional in that way. And they bring you roses, they bring you flowers, and it's very impressive. It definitely makes you feel good. And again, this could be you doing this to them, so take that as it resonates. We do have conflict though, confused on how to move forward, arguments, disagreement. So this person could have an issue of knowing how to express themselves that could cause confusion and conflict in this relationship. Even though they're open emotionally, it does feel like they still struggle to express it sometimes. I also feel like they could come from a family, a background that was pretty disruptive. It does feel like there's always yelling in the house, so they could come from that, and maybe they have trauma from that, and you may see that pretty early on, because it could show up in the way that you and this person deal with conflict when there's disagreements. Let's say you're late and they take that so personally that you're late, and they kind of go off on you, and it throws you off a little bit because you just met them, or you're just not used to that kind of dynamic. You could be a little bit more chillax with time, and they're very punctual, and there could be a little bit of disagreement on how to communicate that effectively without yelling at one another. So that could be an issue. So this is coming forward as a little bit of a warning, not to scare you, but rather knowing what could come up. Not everyone is perfect. So yeah, they struggle with conflict is what I'm getting. And it might throw you off because at first you see this very romantic side of them, but then, you know, when the walls come down a little bit, you start to see people for who they really are. I don't feel that that's going to be a complete deal breaker for you, but it is something you're both going to have to work through and communicate on. They can definitely work on this. It's not like an end game with this person. They can definitely work on it. I just don't think they've been in a relationship where there's healthy communication, and they are trying to work on it. For you, unexpected, surprise, shocking news, attraction, introverted. So yeah, again, this comes out of nowhere for you. It's very unexpected. It's very shocking for you. Again, I feel like you're going to be surprised by the way that they deal with conflict, because on the first date, they were so nice. So you just wouldn't see that. It comes out of nowhere almost. It's shocking, but again, it's not a deal breaker. You're like, oh, fuck. That's how this person is. And then I feel that you also see their parents, or you meet one of their parents, and then you see, oh, that's where that came from. So you don't necessarily blame them. You know, they're just a byproduct of what they grew up in. And then attraction, there's going to be an instant attraction between you and this person. With introverted, holding back, not saying much, closed off, I feel like you shut down. If this person argues with you, or if there's conflict, you just shut down. You're like, I'm not even going there. That could be a trauma response for you. Instead of fighting back, you kind of just shut down, and you're like, I'm not even going there. So it's an energy of needing to find balance between saying too much and not saying enough. And I feel like that's why you and this person are being brought together, is to learn how to communicate effectively. But there is an attraction. It does feel really good aside from that. But I do feel like that's something you both need to work through initially. It's going to come through very quickly. So that's good, because it's not that it's going to come later on, you know, a year down the road of knowing this person, and then they start acting like this. I feel like you're going to see it right away, so you can see if you really want to move forward with them or not. And then we have affection, touchy, forehead kisses, open door. So with open door, I feel like they're very chivalrous, okay, whether that's you or them, but it is a very loving connection. Like I said, it's not always perfect. This person's past will be shown right away. So again, that way you know whether you want to move forward with them or not. But there is an attraction, there is affection right away. So yeah, let's get a little bit more here. Dark night of the soul, facing fears, facing old wounds. Exactly. This is going to be a transformative connection for them. Under construction very soon. So like I said, you may be meeting them soon, but I also feel like they're under construction. They're working on themselves. They're trying to be a better person. I think that's also why you stick around, because you see their effort. You see that they're trying to work on themselves. So not just being assholes and not doing anything about it. They're actually trying to be better. We have priority, family, provider, make the effort. Exactly. This person has their priorities in check. They could be going to therapy. You could be seeing them actively trying to work on this. So for you, it's like, okay, at least they're doing something about it. They're not acting, narcissistic. They're not acting like they don't have a problem. They actually know, they're self-aware. That's what it is. And you see that. Life partner, exactly. Forever potential. Yeah, you see them for who they are. You don't judge them, especially because they're working on themselves. You see them as someone who's actually taking accountability, and that is sexy to you, because maybe in the past you dealt with narcissists or people who would not take accountability at all. Friendship, friendly relationship, raise vibration, closeness. So I feel like this is coming through as a message to take it slow with them, be friends with them first, because that takes away a lot of the pressure also. If you're dating someone and then these issues start coming up, it's a bit of a turn off. But if you're friends with someone, you can be a little bit more understanding. So I do feel that you may want to take this more friendly approach. Even if you guys go on a first date and then you see this side of them, I feel that you may think, you know what, I know we went on a first date, but I think we should just revert to friends until we see where this goes. And then we have bad influences, unsupportive family and friends, drugs and alcohol, bad habits. So I feel like you have a dark past. You've been through some shit too, which is also why you don't judge this person right away. I feel that you've also gone through stuff, and you've already made a lot of progress on your journey. So you get where this person is coming from. You're not judging them. You've been there. You've been there. Kind of just choked on my saliva there. So I feel that for you, this is going to be a little bit hard for you to address to them. It could be something that makes you choke up, makes you cry, could still be a bit of a trigger for you. So I feel that open communication about this is going to be very important. But you've been there. That's why you get them. It's the biggest thing I feel with that. And then affection wants to stay at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, there is a lot of love here. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the lessons between you and this person. So the lesson for the both of you, mirroring each other, self-image, relationships reflect our wounds, introspection, exactly. This person is going to mirror you and yourself. I feel that this person is going to mirror to you the old you. So it may bring up a lot of things you thought you had moved on from, only to see it resurface again. And that's just a test for you to sort of work through that one more time, so you know that you're done and over with it. It always happens, especially in relationships. It's like that final test, the final boss. For them, this mirror is going to bring up the wounds they have when it comes to that conflict, when it comes to the I don't know why I get like a little bit of a short temper with this person. They could have anger issues. So they're going to have to work through that. And you're the one making them do it. Love, unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, attraction. We have affection, attraction here twice. So that's coming through very strongly. There's a lot of love. This person has deep love for you. So the energy that I feel is that this person may raise their voice at you, or they may do something where they end up sort of crossing the line, and that's going to make them stop. It's like the Beauty and the Beast. It's like he yells at her and it scares her, and then he's like, oh fuck, what did I just do? Like, that's what I feel was going to make this person stop being that way, or at least really get it together. It's going to be like a light bulb moment for this person to really seek therapy if they haven't, or continue working on what they're already doing. For you, we have wedding rings, union, wedding, married, soul connection, eternal love, everlasting promise. So and then engagement ring, engagement, partnership, commitment, eternity, completion, union. So I do feel that once you guys get past these hurdles with the wounds and the darkness that still kind of looms over the both of you, this has a lot of potential. I do feel like this is your person for a lot of you. This is someone you're going to marry or just be in a long-term commitment with. And if that's not the case, I mean, we have engagement ring and wedding rings. That's why I'm saying it so confidently. But if that's not the case, it's just someone who is really going to leave a lasting impression on you for the rest of your life. It's going to be a very loving connection. But it is going to come with a little bit of introspection in the beginning, though. So like I said, no relationship is perfect. But once you get past this, you'll appreciate each other more for having gone through it together. And it's going to happen in a loving way. I don't see it being toxic. I don't see it being abusive in the slightest. If anything, I feel like it's going to happen one time where this person raises their voice at you, and it's going to be the final time, because you're going to be like, I'm not even putting up with that. I'm not doing that. So for them, it's like, okay, that was messed up. I learned my lesson. Okay, so let's get into the tarot and get a little bit deeper here. So another energy of this connection, King of Wands. Okay. Yeah, you and this person's throat chakra is going to be activated, whether it's open or closed. Okay. I feel like this is there's going to be a lot of communication in this connection. There's a lot of communication that needs to be had in order for this connection to survive. But I see it happening because I see the both of you having the desire, the courage, and just wanting to put that effort in to make this work. It's not going to be easy, but if it would be anybody to do this, it would be the two of you. Let's see, what are the challenges? Their challenge is the moon. Yeah, this person has a dark past that they shy away from, but this connection is forcing them to look at it. Your challenge is the Three of Wands. How they feel towards you is the Six of Swords. How you feel towards them is the Nine of Cups. Yeah, that wish fulfillment. What they want from this, the Three of Swords. Oh, interesting. Okay. What you want from this is the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so 2 nines on your side. Bottom of the deck is the Six of Cups. So already what I'm feeling very strongly with the two of you is that this is a past life connection. A lot of the lessons coming forward are things you guys may have unresolved from other lifetimes. Okay, and if that's too deep for you, then this could just be someone that is bringing forth a lot of past patterns or past pains, wounds that haven't been healed yet. And also you may have known this person for a long time, childhood friends. And also what I'm feeling is there could be a little bit of emotional immaturity too. So take whichever one resonates with you the most. So what I'm feeling from this person's energy right away is that they feel like they're too toxic for you. They feel that they are too damaged for you. So they could be the one initiating a breakup initially because they don't want to do this to you. They don't think it's fair to you. They feel like they're damaged goods and they don't want to put you through any more pain if they have put you through pain. And I think because of that, knowing that they are willing to walk away from this if they feel that that's in your best interest, that alone right there makes you be more attracted to them, because you see that they would be willing to let you go in order to make you happy. Whatever is going to make you happy, they would be okay with that, even if that means letting you go. And you respect them all the more because of that. Like I said, they're very self-aware. So because of that, it makes you think this person knows what they're doing. You know, there's people who don't realize they're hurting the other person. There's people that will latch on to another person just to feed off of them. So they're not that type. They do have issues, but they're aware of them and they don't want to put you through any pain. So with the moon here as the challenge, they know what they need to work through, and it is hard for them. It is very hard for them to confront these issues and to look in the mirror and be like, fuck, I'm the problem. But they're doing it. As hard as it is, they're doing it. Okay, and then their feelings towards you with that Six of Swords, like I said, they're willing to let you go. I feel like they're the dark cloud and you're the one in the car. So again, if you leaving them is in your best interest, they're okay with that. They don't want you to be in their mess. They don't want you to be a part of their darkness. They are going through a dark night of the soul big time, though. I'm being drawn back to this card, the dark night of the soul. So yeah, they don't want to drag you down while they go through this transformation. So, and also with their desire being the Three of Swords, again, if they hurt you, if they're putting you through pain, even if they've made you cry, they're like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be the person to make you cry. They love you too much to put you through that. They could have, like I was saying, they could have anger issues. They could have thrown something, not at you, but they could have thrown something and then it broke and shattered and then you were sort of crying, trying to pick up the pieces. And again, that could have been that moment where it was a turning point for them to be like, okay, I can't put Virgo through this. They could see that as a pattern from their past too, where other people tried to save it and they knew they couldn't. So for them, they feel that there is no saving this connection if they're going to put you through that again, or put you through that also. Your challenge is the Three of Wands. So for you, I feel that you see the potential in this person. You understand their dark side because, again, you've been there. So I do feel like it is hard for you to turn your back on the situation, especially if this person has told you, or I don't want to put you through my mess, we shouldn't be together. I do feel like it's hard for you to walk away from it. I feel that you're saying, no, it's fine. I can be there for you. It's not draining me, or whatever your reasons are. But I do feel like if this person has given you, what's the best way to say it? If this person has told you, don't be with me anymore, this is too hard, I do feel like you could have turned that down. You could have said, if I'm here, it's because I want to be here, not because you're making me stay. I do feel like this person gave you the opportunity to leave them and you decided to stay. How you're feeling towards them is a Nine of Cups, excuse me. Nine of Wands could be a message, though. I said that for a reason. I do feel like this is challenging for you, though. It is. It's not that it's not hard. Again, I just feel like you understand them very deeply. And that could go back to the soul connection, the past life connection. It's like your soul just gets them. But with the Nine of Cups, it does feel that you have a lot of love for them. You do feel like they're everything you want, so long as they're working on this and they're able to move past this hurdle. What you're wanting is the Nine of Pentacles. So if you struggle with codependency in the slightest, in any way, I do feel like you want to be stronger. You want to be able to stand on your own 2 feet without needing anybody. But what I also feel here is that you are in your element. You can be in your own energy. So for you, a relationship is supposed to just complement you, whether you're already in that energy or you're trying to be there, but it is something you're working on too. I do feel like you guys may separate and then come back together. And I do feel like you guys do end up doing that with the nines here. I do feel like you could eventually decide, you know what, you're right, let's take a break. I'll be single for a little bit. And then when you guys come back together, especially with that Six of Cups, I'm thinking reconciliation. When you guys come back together, this person will be more healed and so will you. I feel like you want to be able to be strong enough and leave this person alone, but it is hard for you. And that could be your lesson with that wedding here, being your lesson. It's like for you, you feel like partnership comes first, but you could be learning to be more independent through this connection. What I'm feeling with this person too is love. As love being their lesson. I do feel like this person thinks they're hard to love. And then here you are loving them, and that kind of makes them feel a little bit uneasy because they're not used to it. It throws them off that you're loving them when they feel unlovable. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish this off with secret messages from the heart between the two of you. I want to feel the warmth of your body next to mine. Are you ready for a night of passion? So it does start off passionate. This connection is very passionate. I feel like that's you. I have a plan for us, but it will take some time. Can you be patient a little longer? That's them. You will always be my favorite hello and my hardest goodbye. Yeah, exactly. It's like, even though they don't want to let you go, if they feel like that's in your best interest, they will do it, as hard as it is for them. I'm sorry for all the things I've said and done that caused you hurt and pain. Yeah, exactly. The feelings between us are mutual. I feel like this person feels that you don't love them the same way they do. So you have to reassure them. Not telling you to reassure them, but you find yourself having to reassure them. I really need to hear from you. I don't like being in the dark about what is going on in your life. Yeah, I do feel like this person could push you away when they're kind of going through it. But that's, again, their way of not dragging you down. I believe that we are destined to be together in this life. Our connection is special and has been blessed by the angels. That's you, giving them that reassurance again. I wear a false mask and pretend not to care because I don't want you to see how vulnerable I really am. That's them. They are very vulnerable, and I feel like people who do have anger issues are actually the most sensitive and vulnerable people. I pushed you away because I felt smothered and unworthy of your love, kindness, and affection. Yeah, that's them. I haven't been completely honest with you. Okay, so there could be something you're keeping from this person. Bottom of the deck, I'm struggling to overcome my addictions. I've come a long way, but I still need help. Yeah, exactly. So addictions could mean many, many things. Okay, but I do feel like you've had addictions too. That's why you get them. All right, Virgo, so that is what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading and that it brought you clarity and insight that you may have been looking for. If it did, please like this video, subscribe, share it with your friends, and I'll see you in your next reading. Bye.